Right. Are we live?
We are live.
Okay. Welcome everyone to our continuing program of 8 powerful strategies to build your e-commerce business. We have been going over the strategy of launches. So launches is an acronym that we use here at Get Healthy. It's a strategy that we've used to help people go from 0 to even up to 100,000 in a month. And when I say strategy, I should actually say that it's 8 different strategies. So we will be covering the unique product offering today. So let's go over and just remind you guys what launches actually stands for on the next slide. Oh, I'll do a little intro first. So if you haven't been jumping in, I'm Chelsea Newman. I'm the senior sales executive here at Get Healthy. I'm a clinician myself. I've been in the field for since 2014. I've had a digital practice. So I've done everything from building my own WooCommerce site with a large team. And now I have the privilege of helping doctors use this industry specific software to actually sell online and do e-commerce for the first time in our whole entire industry, really, because there's been nothing that has provided us with the ability to do this up until now. So it's been a really fun process. I love working here with Courtney. She's our marketing director. I'll let her introduce herself and we'll go from there.
Yes, I'm Courtney Bell. If you haven't joined us before, nice to see you here. And I have a background in neuroscience and education, a master's, and came to Get Healthy with a background also mostly in education, a little bit in the digital marketing. So I have been the director for a little over 3 years and have been really enjoying the process as well, getting to work with you guys, and also really growing our business, which is exciting. So continuing to love working with everyone here, and we'll go ahead and jump into what we're covering today.
Yeah, and I always like to remind everyone there are no dumb questions here. As we say, this is the first go around for doctors to really do e-commerce and healthcare practitioners to do e-commerce because there hasn't been a software for this. COVID pushed the whole entire envelope, and we're really blessed to have Courtney here who has a background in neuroscience and can explain these marketing concepts to us. I like you to think of this as actually having a physical store. We've all shopped online before, so not to be intimidated by it, but please know there really are no dumb questions as we go through this. We love to hear your feedback. So launches, what does it stand for? We went over last week limited time offer and ask. Today we're in unique product offering. The next we'll be covering is niche webinar, community challenge, holiday, educate, and story. But today we're talking about a unique product offering, and it's something that really sets our software apart. So in this field, we all talk about much more than just supplements. We're very holistic in what we're talking about. We've got water filters, air filters, we've got different personal care items, non-toxic cleaning supplies. We look at a patient in a very holistic way. And so it's really useful for us to be able to sell those products to our patients and our clientele. And in the past, what we've had to do is use affiliate links. And as we've explained multiple times, affiliate links can be very hard to use because there's a cookie window. These cookie windows are very short, usually 24 to 48 hours. And so it might mean that you've promoted that product, but then someone's gone to that website, been retargeted and purchased. In the past, Amazon was a way for us to do this. Amazon has, I think it's a 12-hour cookie window, incredibly short. So what we do here is with this unique product offering, you can launch your store with something that you've never been able to maybe talk about or promote or show people before. A great example is cleaning supplies. Most of you use non-toxic cleaning supplies in your home. You understand the importance. It's very easy for you to make a great Instagram video. It's very easy for you to do an email series or something interactive where you're demonstrating that and linking it into your store. So Courtney's going to go through some of the science of this for us, but unique product offering is a phenomenal way to branch out and talk about something that you haven't before to gain traction as you're launching your store or reviving it.
Yeah, and to kind of piggyback on that, you kind of mentioned Amazon. Amazon is I think a challenge for practitioners because Amazon has a lot of great product selection, but it also has so many products to choose from, and you don't know the quality of those products, and there are just so many downsides. for your patients. It's not just about, low prices and fast shipping all the time, and they don't always realize that. So, um, keeping that in mind, they are probably going to want to go to Amazon and think about that first. We all do. I do. Chelsea does. We all order from Amazon. It's very second nature. But um, when you are in this industry, like Chelsea said, and you go to an affiliate, there's that affiliate cookie time. There's, Amazon's going to steal your customer. The affiliate's going to steal your customer. So what basically you need to do is educate your client on what differentiates you from ordering from, say, the company directly or Amazon. And really, the biggest differentiator um, from Amazon and you is your knowledge, right? You're bringing your knowledge to the table, and that is what customers should really, or clients should really value the most. You need to reinforce that you are the expert, not Amazon, right? And also, Amazon doesn't always have the most clean products. And with your store, they're going to have clean, high quality products that aren't counterfeit or cut with anything else. So that's why it's so important that you create a unique product offering that is unique to your niche or whatever you're doing. And that's what we'll dive into a little bit more. So why this works. The first thing we've talked about before is decision fatigue. So when we have too much going on, if we have too many things coming at us at once, we know, I know from experience that if I get a million emails from the same person, and I don't have a response, or maybe it's a sales email or something, and they just continually email me, sometimes I have a tendency to, just mark it as read or throw it in spam. And it creates too much for us. Basically, you don't want to overwhelm your patients when they go to your store. So creating a unique product offering doesn't necessarily have to mean that you are going to whittle down the amount of products in your store, but it just means that you are creating a curated experience, and that's to reduce the decision fatigue. Another aspect of this is they have less work. They don't, if they go to your marketing homepage and you have some beautiful imagery, you have a nice bundle already, a bundle of products already bundled for them. You have, a promotion, a coupon code, and it all looks beautiful on top of that, and they can just click and go to the checkout. Then you're going to just create less work for them. And that's just something that's super practical. Another thing that your unique product offering does is it builds your authority. So you need to, establish that this is, your store. You vetted these products, you've curated them, you put a lot of thought into them, and it's from your perspective as the authority. So those are kind of three things that in our minds, from a psychological perspective, as a customer, as a client, make our lives easier, and we don't have to think as much. We can just trust you. We can go to your store and buy from you.
Yes, I'm so glad you said the decision fatigue thing, because there are so many things that get targeted at our consumers and at our patients about these things, especially once they start getting interested and they start going online, and then they're retargeted too. I think I was on a customer call the other day. It was a Zoom, and he had his phone near him, and he called me afterwards and he said, I was just retargeted about being cleanses. We're all being listened to. So reducing that decision fatigue, and it's something that our whole entire platform was built around, is you being able to say, hey, this is the best. So some of the things that I recommend that you do have on your store are water filters, things like chili pads. Cleaning supplies is huge. There's so many non-toxic cleaning supplies out of there, but how do people know that they're getting one that is eco-thoughtful, toxin-free, whatever it is that your ethos is? So on my store, I have something that says eco-thoughtful, toxin-free. It's things that I have vetted for the mission behind the actual product. And I can go in there and I can create a video about why it is that I like to use Branch Basics. I can say what the story of Chili Pads is. And it's very powerful if it's coming from me, because I am that known trusted advisor. We're all in a very unique spot as health practitioners, in that we are paid to sell to people. They're coming to us for the knowledge. And so then you should be capitalizing on it. We always say, Jeff Bezos did not educate anybody on health, but he's making billions of dollars off of it. And it should come back into your pocket. So maybe theming your store. Courtney's put some really great bundles together that you'll see at the end, but things like a home makeover. So you've just done a big cleanse, a detox. Now, how are you not going to retox? Or you're working with your kids with ADD and ADHD, and you start to realize, oh my gosh, I need to replace everything in my home. It can seem incredibly overwhelming unless you can just go ahead and click on something. Or you have a patient who struggles dramatically with sleep, and you talk to them about their sleep hygiene, not just about melatonin, about all the things, blackout curtains, the chili pads, the temperature, all of that. And you have a sleep bundle that is equipment based. That's very unique. A lot of people need to get beyond just the supplementation as well. So this is a really great way for you to branch into that conversation. Skincare. We do have personal care items as well. We run things for the Mayo Clinic store for women. So as you can go, I'll let you go do your own research there, but even bundles around painful periods. You can do things like using cups, non-toxic tampons, things that people might be embarrassed to go buy when they're out and about, but you can actually sell these very discreetly on your store. And for some of this, they can even use their FSA and HSA cards.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, there's a lot of different bundles, like you said, but the great thing is you can, like I said, put this all in one place on your store and make it a very, very easy buying experience and discreet. Another one, so this is the chili pad on the left, and I'll let Chelsea speak to this slide a little bit more, but that's a great product. If you haven't seen it on your store, I would definitely recommend adding it. It's a heating and cooling blanket that can go on your mattress. So
Yeah, we've seen some phenomenal studies, and some of this is just about content creation. Truly, it's about you getting out of that hamster wheel of only talking about supplementation. If you were to pick 12 unique products that you've never talked about, you have a month's worth of content, or you have, a bit of content for each month. So you could just do a blog post, an Instagram post, a TikTok, a reel, whatever it is that you do, an email about for each one of these 12 items. And that's a lot of content for you right there. So it really, you can use these pieces as inspiration for what to put out there. We did go over ask. Ask is a great thing to be talking about, and you can use this ask strategy to say, hey, what questions do you have about your home environment? What questions do you have about physical goods that you should be purchasing? I get questions all the time about apps, Fitbits, or rings, all of that. And I get to say, oh, actually, this is the one that I recommend, and this is why.
mhm. Yeah, and one of the things on here that I love that I've seen, you do see a lot of people who have affiliate deals and things like that demo the products, and you can do the same thing. And then the great thing is that your clients aren't gonna be retargeted once they go on to that affiliate site. So, definitely still kind of use those same tactics that you see. Demoing it is a really fun one. Seeing people in those saunas, personal saunas, just kind of sitting in those are kind of fun.
Mhm.
We have those personal saunas. Just show them that you trust these products too, right? All about instilling trust. So the next step is kind of talking about each level. So we've identified 3 different levels for each of our launches acronyms: a beginner, an advanced, and a grower and a scaler. So the beginner level is, to review, just if you're just kind of dipping your toe in. So if you are just dipping your toe in and getting started with your store, and or maybe you have a store and you have just a bunch of products on there, and you just went through and curated, and had a wonderful time in the process, maybe, but maybe you have, 5,000 products, or you have 1,000 products and you just kind of added a bunch of lines. I would recommend niching down to whatever your niche is. So say you specialize in PCOS or you specialize in ADHD, try to find products, take the time, it is summer, so it is a little bit more, there's a little more time maybe that you have. Take some time to really niche down your product offering and just start there. Just, find a find a quiet moment, maybe have a cup of coffee, and, just really take some time to go through your self curation and, you know, align to your niche, and then people can go to your store and feel really comfortable and have an easy experience. The next level is growing. So Chelsea kind of alluded to this before, but one of the things you can do if you're kind of in that middle stage, maybe you have your store the way you like it, maybe you even have your marketing homepage up and it looks great. You can start with a home makeover or a bathroom makeover and start creating a bundle with like those home products. We'll have the exact product names and brand names in the next slide, but this is just a couple of ideas that you can take to kind of start to build your authority, support your niche, create a bundle, and just start to talk about it through social media, email, create a campaign, that sort of thing. The last one is scaling. So kind of, first up is you're starting to niche down, just playing around with making your store your own. The second step is create a bundle, start to talk about it, build some interest. The third step is scaling. So create a program around that home makeover, maybe create a course around it and start to rinse and repeat some of those courses and that course content, and create a program around each of your bundles maybe. But this is just a scaling tactic that can help you, get to the next level and start to see some more freedom, so you don't have to be there all the time selling to everyone on social media all the time. So those are just some recommendations that we would make for each level. And then as far as the actual specific products go, again, there's this home makeover bundle. So the actual brands that you can look for in your self curation are Austin Air, Chili Pad. We mentioned that before. Therasage has a water filter. So we have actual kind of like handheld ones, and then we have faucet ones, and then we have filters, replacement filters. Sauna Space, so great little sauna, Faraday cage sauna. And then Truly Free Home has some great cleaning products, some soap for your dishes. I believe they have sponges as well. So really encouraging people to make over their home. It's a small step, and keeping it as a bundle in your store. Another thing that Chelsea mentioned was intimate care. And we have Uberlube, we have Jolva, so things for, kind of your sensitive areas. And then the last one is healthier pantry bundle. So we have some food options. Zigo Foods is kind of like muesli and oats and things like that. So a really great way for people to kind of start to build healthier habits is starting by maybe their breakfast and some oats. I know Chelsea recommends that a lot. And Vital Proteins has a great collagen. UCAN and Paleo Valley is has like a bone broth protein. So lots of great products to start out with. And again, just kind of getting you more familiar with products other than supplements. Obviously, you guys are the experts. So pair these with supplements if you'd like, but these are just some ideas that we would recommend for you to get started. And again, maybe start with a healthy pantry challenge, and we'll talk about that in our challenge section. But start here by getting your unique product offering solidified, and kind of go from there. And I think it's a great way to start really honing in on your niche and supporting that and building your authority. So, anything else you'd like to add, Chelsea?
No, I just think whether you're beginning, growing, or scaling, the unique product offering is a really wonderful way to announce your store, because it's things that you've never been able to talk about before without very potentially losing your customer, spinning your wheels on your marketing. So it's a great way to get that out there. Usually they're higher ticket items. You guys can all see your practice share next to it, but you can also just put your blinders on, and there's just some really fun content you can do. I've seen some great people making videos from their infrared saunas or using their hydrogen water to be very interactive. So just a really fun way for you to come to market and be a little bit different. We can always combine this with something like a limited time offer, which we spoke about in the first series or the first letter of this series, but you might not need to with something like this. You can just jump straight in. And I love the bundles that Courtney has put together. And like she said, even for the intimate care, it's something that people don't really want to go to the store about. But for many of us female practitioners and we know that it's something that we need to talk to about with people. So it can be something that gives you content, is unique, it stands out in different things like TikTok, but you don't need to be tiptoeing around it in any way.
Yeah, and again, the great thing we want to go back to is you can put all of this in one place and link people to one place, which is just the beautiful thing about it. And your clients don't get captured by any affiliates. They don't get, led to Amazon. It's an easy enough experience to where they're going to go and buy from you. Always, increase or up the scarcity by putting a limited time offer. Always go ahead and increase the motivation by creating a coupon code, which you can do in your admin through our bot. So make sure that you are kind of using those previous strategies that we've mentioned, and incorporating all this together. And then we'll continue to give you more strategies as we go along.
Yeah. Just have to add one more thing.
Yeah.
We forgot to mention, there's many brands on here that would not even give you an affiliate link unless you have 5,000 people on your email list. Paleo Valley is a perfect example. So from here, you're actually able, as a beginner, to go ahead and talk about these products, sell them, and you will make more money through the platform than if you were to even go through an affiliate link. So it's a wonderful thing for practitioners to know. We've got things like Pendulum Nutrition on here. You can't get that anywhere else. So really unique product offerings for yourselves as well, for maybe even you to try for yourself for a discount.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. We have some great products, so we hope that you guys are getting a chance to use them. And another thing that with Get Healthy is that we offer a sample box. So that is just an opportunity for you to get to try different products. So you can then feel comfortable recommending them. At this time, I will open it up to any questions. If you have a question, feel free to, we have a Q&A section, we have a chat. So feel free to hop in the chat or the Q&A.
If anyone ever has questions, they can also jump into their live chat bot in their back office. So feel free to use that or email us after and reach out to your account manager. As part of our Get Healthy family, you always get an account manager to help you grow and scale. And we offer all of this content. So thank you all for attending. We love seeing you here. Next week, we'll be diving into another letter.
Yeah, I think that one is the niche webinar. So that will be interesting. It kind of goes along with the niche products, but we'll give you tips and tricks for how you can have an effective webinar or program with your niche. So we look forward to having you next week, and we will see you next time.
Thank you all.
Thank you.